Hey everyone, thought today we would review the 7 Friday V201. It's a pretty crazy piece. 7 Friday released this back in, I think it was 2015, and it was also the first introduction of the NFC chip. And that chip there is actually there for authenticity, holds the serial number and the model number, and links up to the database for 7 Friday. It was also the first time that 7 Friday went away from the typical square, right? So here's my T series here, which has got a very iconic square shape. And this here was the first time that they sort of deviated from that whole iconic 7 Friday square shape. So 7 Friday playfully called this squound. And it's not quite square, not quite round. It's got some nice little details to the case here with the brushing and the polishing and these two little sort of nodules here. You can see a couple of arrows there as well. Those arrows, which are also present on the buckle underneath the packaging there. Those arrows are actually indications for one of the nicest little features on the Q series and the V series. Basically anything in this squound are these little recessed pushers, and those little recessed pushers allow you to release the strap. So that was first introduced on the V series. I'm just going to show you how that can be done really easily. Just take a tool, you can use a pen, you push in there, the little pusher, you can see that, and that releases the strap. Not bad, I can do that actually looking through a camera lens. So that just shows how simple it is then to put it back in. You just simply put it back in one side and snap it back in place. So it's a really nice little feature, because the first thing you really want to do when you buy 7 Fridays, probably go out and find yourself a nice little strap that customizes your watch accordingly. So quite an interesting design. Can you tell the time on it? Yep, that's what I thought. So basically what you have is you can see there's a central minute hand. So that silver hand with the gold tip is the minutes. That's just normal. That just rolls around on a normal day-to-day, telling you what the time. So obviously that's going to be at the 00 or 12, and that's going to be a quarter past the hour and a half past the hour, and so on and so forth. What's really cool about this particular model is the Editioner disc, and what we have here to tell the time, you've got on the inside there, you've got a little hour disc in black, and you can see a 0 and a 4 at the moment. And as time rolls around, you can see that 4 slowly traverses the dial, and then a little 8 pops up. Essentially what you do is you add whatever's on that middle disc to the 0 to 4 that runs from here to here. You can see that 120 degree there is where you tell the time. So at the moment, that 8 is lining up to 0:30, which means it's 8:30. And as time rolls past, 8 plus 1 is 9. 8 plus 2 is 10. Minute hand's just normal. As your hour rolls around, 8 plus 3 is 11. What I think is really cool and quite ingenious, but really quite simple, because 7 Friday is all about simplified design. When you roll this around and the 8 engages with the 4, the 0 is engaging with the 0, which means it is 12. All right? And then it just keeps going. Same principle for the seconds. So the running seconds there, it's 0 plus, 20 plus, and 40 plus. And you also have a nice little sun and moon over at about 10 o'clock. Normally it would be 10 o'clock, and that tells AM and PM. So as the gold comes up, that's day. See the gold coming up there? And that'll usually be at 6. And then it will remain gold until the next 6. As we roll around now, 4, 5, and then sun goes down into night at 6. And I'll try not to hit the tripod next time. So it's a fairly large case. It's a, what do you say there? 44.3 by 49.7. Even though it's a 49, it does have integrated lugs. So it goes really nicely on the wrist. And I don't have a massive wrist. So that sits really nicely on the wrist, and these straps are fantastic quality. that'll bed down really nicely. Lots of different finishing on the case as well, which is nice. So on the bezel, it's a flat bezel, but it has a really nice vertical brush, high polish on the sides here, vertical brush on this side, satin on the back of the case, and all the information you need about the individual watch. A lot of transparency there with 7 Friday, which is quite cool. Really beautiful little, see that domed crystal as well. So all in all, it's a cracker of a piece. Quite misunderstood, the V201. Goes really well with a Nikka whiskey. You can find them on our website or shoot us an email and we can get back to you.